Okay, time for a new video, and whether you're somebody new to my channel or you are returning to my channel to watch this video, it is greatly appreciated. As always, I'm filming this video in one go, so if I stumble over my words going forwards, I apologise about that. And I also apologise in advance if the quality of this video is fairly poor as well, if there's any lag, anything like that at all. Sadly, it cannot be helped, and hopefully it is not too much of an issue for you. This is yet another Eurovision related video here on my channel, and it's going to be a short one. I'm filming this on a bit of a whim. But there's two things, maybe three things that I want to briefly mention here. First things first, I want to film another Q&A video. I've done about 2 or 3 of these in the past on my channel, and I'm very much aware that my channel is very small, and always has been, probably always will be, that's fine. But if any of you watching this have any questions, Eurovision related or not, that you'd like me to answer in a future video, I'm thinking of filming it pretty soon, so get your questions in quick, I would say. Yeah, if you've got any questions at all, just leave them in the comments below, or message me on Twitter or something like that. Links in the description as always to my other social media pages, and I'll answer them in a future video, maybe early next week, something like that, we'll see. Obviously, if I don't get many questions, then there won't be a Q&A video, because there's just no point. The questions that I do receive, I might just briefly answer at the start of a future video. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. So, that's the first thing I wanted to talk about out of the way. There is going to be, perhaps, a Q&A video on my channel very soon. Get your questions in now if you want them answered. Secondly, I just want to briefly talk about 2 videos that should be coming fairly soon. One is going to be a massive ramble, which is not really a surprise on my channel, but I want to talk about the whole concept of national finals, national finals versus an internal selection. Is one better than the other? What do you prefer as a fan? What do you think is better for your country as a whole? What's given you the most success in the past? Do you think Sweden should go internal one year? You know, something massive like that. Feel free to leave suggestions about that in the comments as well, and I can discuss that in that video when I come to film it, probably next week. It'll probably be a fairly long, massive ramble, as I said earlier. Then, I'm also planning on doing a reaction video to the Rasmus, who are involved in Finland's selection UMK this year. There's a lot of interest surrounding that one. It could be a major contender. We'll see. I'm personally very excited for it. So on Monday, when that song comes out, I believe it is, I intend to watch it when it premieres on YouTube and film a reaction to it, and then upload my reaction pretty much straight away. So be on the lookout for that if you're interested. I'm not going to be doing it for many other songs at all this Eurovision season. The Rasmus's track, which is Jezebel I think it's called, might be the only one I do it for, but I do intend to film that on Monday. Anyway, the other thing I want to talk about is just, I don't know, I think my heart is not really in it this Eurovision season, by which I mean that I'm still going to film videos, and there'll still be blog posts and things like that, but maybe not as frequently as in previous years. Maybe I won't be really giving my opinions as much as I usually would. I don't really know how to word this at all, but I'm just feeling a little bit indifferent about this Eurovision season. Maybe it will change by the end of this month, when more countries reveal details, when we've got more songs in the mix. I don't really know what it is at all, but I'm just feeling a little bit meh about it all. I'm listening to the songs, I'm watching other people's videos, that's all great. I'm leaving comments on a few videos, that's fine too. But I guess I just want to sort of focus on other things a bit, and I'm not sure what those other things are yet. Obviously I have interests besides Eurovision. And I've thought about making videos on this channel talking about those interests, but to be honest, I think the views, not that views really matter, but I think the views would be exceptionally low, and I don't think anybody would be remotely interested. I really don't think anybody would care at all, which makes filming those videos a bit of a waste of time. But do let me know what you think about this. Do you want to see anything that's not Eurovision related on this channel? Do you want to hear me talk about my writing, because that's what I do a lot of in my spare time? Do you want me to talk about favourite books or favourite music beside Eurovision? Maybe I can do something like that in the future. But in terms of specifically Eurovision related content, I don't know. I'm not really into it this season. And I've said this before, I'm not a hardcore fan. Never have been, never will be. I don't watch the national finals. I watch performances on YouTube afterwards, and I watch clips here and there, but I'd never watch them live. Never really have. Haven't got the time for it, haven't got the motivation, and to be honest, haven't really got the interest. I'm more interested in doing other things, to be honest, which is why I always say that I'm not a hardcore fan. I listen to the songs once, maybe twice. Some I don't even listen to in full, but I listen to them enough to get an opinion. And then that's it, really. I just wait for the shows to begin, I'll check the results, and I'll move on. I don't talk about it or think about it or tweet about it endlessly, like I know a lot of people do, and that's fine, that's fine. There's a really good group of people on Twitter, many of whom I've never spoken to online or in person, of course, but they're very passionate, and it's a great community, I would say. But this year, I don't want to be scrolling through Twitter. I don't even do it that much, but I don't want to be doing it very frequently, you know? I don't want to always be looking to see what this person thinks about this song, because people have different opinions, and that's fine. I'm really bad at this. I don't know how to describe it, but I think I just want to take even more of a step back and maybe just not go into as much depth about certain things, maybe not cover certain topics as much. I say this every year, to be honest, and I get involved even more. So it will be interesting to see what happens this year, whether I'll actually stick to what I'm saying or whether what I'm talking about now is absolute rubbish. We'll wait and see. I think with Junior Eurovision, absolutely, I'm going to take more of a step back this year. So later in the year, when the contest is in Armenia, I probably won't be making as much content about that or typing about it as much, because I'm too old for that show, quite frankly. The target audience is not people like me. Saying that, I'll listen to the songs, watch the show and still enjoy it, but maybe I just won't be as invested into it as I have been in the past. And also, with my blog, which I've had for at least a decade now. I started it at university. That blog was intended to be for my original writing. It was never really supposed to turn into a Eurovision related blog, it just did. But I only ever really get views on my blog every April and May, when people are checking out Eurovision related content. I never get many views anyway, which is fine, but it's a little bit disheartening because I've had the blog for so long, and I put a lot of effort into those blog posts. But I'm thinking this year, maybe I just won't do them as much. Maybe they'll be shorter. Maybe they'll be less frequent. I really don't know. Let me know what you think about that as well. And then, of course, with the videos, yeah, I'm going to keep making them. If they're not as in-depth as they have been in the past, if they are less frequent, so be it. I'm not going to, sweat about it or anything. If I want to focus on other things, I will. It's as simple as that. So anyway, after that massive ramble, let me know your thoughts on everything I've mentioned here. Get your questions in for a future Q&A. And that's it. Obviously, as I'm recording this, it's the 15th of January, so there's 2 live shows tonight, Lithuania and Norway. I'm not going to be watching them, and I'm perfectly alright with that. I'll keep an eye on the results, no doubt complain about them, and move swiftly on. It's as simple as that. But yes, leave comments, leave questions, check out my other social media pages if you so wish. Like, subscribe, all of that business, whatever it is, much appreciated. Until next time, take care of yourselves, and I'll be back with another video soon. Bye for now.